love the smell of the salt air, and it just really enables me to clear my head and just enjoy some time out in the sun. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Oh, my dog loves the dirt.
They love it.
Yeah, thank you. I've been in a wheelchair for almost 4 years now. I went to the beach for a surf. Upon leaving the beach, I was under a beach shower. I heard this tree cracking and I looked over my shoulder and it was too late. The tree was already falling like directly on top of me.
Yeah, they're up.
You know what I'm like? Try that. Just try that. Can you get in?
Yeah.
I'm just making Kev some breakfast and he has a fetish, you might say, for peanut butter and banana. I don't know if that's the stroke that did that.
I've got a piece of banana juice there,
Oh, dear God.
What's waste not wanting that?
I've been married for 42 years, I think.
You don't get that long for murder.
No,
Sorry.
precisely. So I've done 2 life sentences, haven't I? Yeah, we're happy.
I had a brain hemorrhage. I had a vein or artery burst in my head and it paralysed all my left-hand side of my body. If I hadn't come here, I'd have had to go to the nursing home.
Yeah.
We've been separated. This basically saved our marriage being in here.
Living room television on. I'm actually a disability travel consultant. So when I travelled, I realised there was a big gap in the system. So I thought, this can be improved. I've designed this website. I'm trying to put all the disability information on one website. If I didn't have the setup that I have right here, right now, I would need people in my face 24 hours a day. But because of the work that Ability SDA have put into this apartment, it allows me to have more freedom, and where I've come from, this is 1,000 times better.
Specialist disability accommodation is really life-changing. You either are in a group home where you don't have any choice of control of freedom over what you want to eat or who you want to hang out with. The only private space you've really got is your own bedroom, whereas here you've got your 2-bedroom apartment or a 3-bedroom apartment. You've got a support network in place, so there's always somebody in the building 24/7 to call on if there's an emergency, and you're just basically living life.
We're normally up here every fortnight for little things. We have about 20 apartments that we need to look after. So I'm their property manager and I come in and fix and repair their maintenance issues. The places look better and I think people like their places maintained, so you'd want your laundry door fixed today so it works properly.
It's so fantastic being able to come and go as I please because the unit's set up easily for me to get out. My car park is also accessible so I can get in and out of my car really easily as well. Don't have to wait for someone to move their car for me to go, and it's so lovely. Like, if I'm sitting at home and I think, oh, you know what, let's go to the beach and take Frankie, I can go. It's very easy. Right from the beginning when I expressed interest of moving into SDA, Angie and Paul were absolutely fantastic. They sent me a lot of photos of one of their units that was available, and to show all the accessible features, I have wider doorways. I have automatic doors that open and close, like my front door and my door to my balcony, and it just makes life so much easier.
Yeah, you didn't have to marry a good-looking cop, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I'll agree with you on that one. Yeah, that one I will agree. That one's going up the front.
That's a more recent one of
Yeah, darling.
me and the rug rat.
That was about a month before you had your stroke.
Yes, at least we get to still see him now because we're here.
Yeah, the family can come in, the kids can sit at the table with him, you know, and eat a meal with him and make a mess with him. Put him in there because you like him. Yeah. And the kids. Ability SDA has been absolutely mind-blowing to us. Still being able to be our age and still being cuddly and together even though he's in a wheelchair. I wish there were thousands more of these apartments that people could have. It's just been fantastic. And what about these? Look, there's you and Linky.
Well, look, your hair's still brown in that cake one.
Thank you very much, darling. I'm glad your hair's not that long now, though.
Echo, bedroom lights on. Google, bedroom AC on.
Sure, turning the bedroom 1 AC on.
This is a bit of my life that I can control now. But as you can see from this bathroom, it's a big wet room and the door's big and I can go up like this. And people might think this is something really simple, but it's majorly improved my lifestyle. Just the simple things of washing my hands. I don't have to wait for staff anymore. So I'm getting a bit of freedom back, basically. Hey Google, open balcony door. I've actually got a nice view on both sides of the building, but this is my favourite view.
I'm growing a tomato. Veranda's one of the things we love being out on. It's beautiful out there. We get a lot of birds coming in, so...
The place is our garden.
It's our garden, yeah. Kev just likes being out there with me because it's like we're sat like we used to do on our veranda where we used to live.
I get to wake up every morning, that's a good thing. Which I used to take that for granted, I don't anymore.
So we're just grateful for the time we've got, aren't we? So we just live each day to the best we can. Do as much as we can while we can, hey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi Bo, how are you?
I'm good, darling. You ready for lunch?
Yeah, I'll let you up. Hey Google, open front door. Hey Bob, how are you?
Hello, my darling. How are you?
Good.
Your house is nice and clean.
It is.
Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to lunch.
Me too.
Do you want a cup of tea before we go?
Oh yeah, why not?
Probably, darling. Since he's moved in, got a business, he's got a home, he's got a social life. So everything about him just shows that he's made it. And that's everything a parent wants. You just want them to be able to stand alone and know that they're okay.
Everything we've done is leaning towards me being as independent as possible.
This gives you that peace of mind where you can go to bed at night and know that he's in a beautiful home, he's got the support, and he's running his own life.
Yeah.
Where did you go? Magical fluid.
Good girl. Good girl.
So we're having an afternoon tea with all of the tenants so that everyone comes up to each of the buildings and has an afternoon tea or a morning tea, and they get to hang out and meet other people in the building.
It's really nice to have people around that are in a similar position to you and gives you a sense of community. I feel like a couple of weeks ago I was out walking Frankie and I've got like a little motorised like handlebar thing that I can attach to my wheelchair to make it like motorised or whatever, and I misjudged a curb cut and I just fell over to the side, but like I'd called like O, right? Called Fireys. I'll do it every weekend. They were very good looking.
Yeah, now this is the life, having a disability.
More often, yeah.
Social interaction is just key. It's one of the biggest drivers of people being happy and feeling safe and included in their community. And some people have things in common, and so we just like to have social engagements across our sites. Having these afternoon teas or any engagements that we do, it's vital for doing life together.
When I see him in this scenario, I realise that he's grown up, that he's got his own life, he's got his own circle of friends, and that he's independent, he's not attached to my hip anymore, and I can just come over and be mum.
This business has been pretty tricky since we've started. We've had, all sorts of changes with the NDIS, the building industry's gone really crazy, COVID hit, and then when I come and hang out with the tenants, when they say how much they love their apartment, that's what keeps us going.
If you think of the ripple effect, you'd just go insane because it spreads so far, and it's not just the parents, it's the brothers and sisters, the siblings, it's the aunties and uncles, it's the grandparents. It's a happy ripple. It's a happy ripple because I bet there's a lot more families around like me that are so grateful for what we've got.